Next day here at Carlisle. This is Thursday. It's about 7:45 in the morning. Got here about 7:30. Just made my way down to the Corral area. So that's largely what this video is going to be. Sorry for the huge hit. I'm expecting a lot of sun here then today. Although right now it's a bit overcast and foggy. Actually cooler than yesterday. And this is supposed to be the better weather day. So whatever. So this video I'm going to largely focus on the cars for sale. That is finished cars as well as project cars. I'm probably going to still throw some swap meet in for you as well. What I'm going to end up doing is I think I'm going to go ahead and do a walkthrough of undercover here. Let you see what's going on. Also, want to apologize to Robert or Ravino Rods for eating on film the other day. He made a comment for me. I think what he meant was that I didn't finish my sandwich on film and lick my fingertips at the end, so I'll see if I can make amends for that for you today, Robert. Thanks. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Got yourself a radically lowered V-dub bug. I can't tell you much about Beetles, I don't know. It is $21,995 cash. Talks 315-415-0261. This is a car with a sunroof. I'm going to assume that's probably a rather rare option. Some pretty cool looking wheels. I gotta say, you know, I don't know anything about Beetles, but I think that is pretty cool looking. Bagged and boosted. I will see if I can look under the hood. I don't know how much of that's going to be seen. VW guys would probably know. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move on here. Keep showing you folks around. So we got ourselves a Vet. I'm going to say about a 70. I can't remember what the egg crate on the side, what that would be. Now we got info on the other side. Let me walk around the other side so we can get you some info. It's got the removable vinyl covered top, which was always cool. It is a 70. And I don't see a price, but it looks like a nice clean car.
Is it yours? It's got to be running. Okay. But the horn's on the column there, right below the wheel.
Malibu SS. Looks like Carlisle Productions is doing a little bit of recording over here. Alright, back to what we're filming. Got a 64 or 65 Malibu. I think I did have a request for more Malibus and Novas. Well, that's 396 version. There's a 65 convertible for $44,900, and I don't see a phone number on that. Black interior, automatic. How about the 66, 67 version of the convertible? With an LS, if you're into that LS thing. Smoothed out firewall. Personally, I'm not really into that look. Up to 67. 89K. Ooh, I can smell the leather in there. Very nice black finish on that. Big Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I think Pole Barn Garage is doing one of these. Saw them cutting the roof off. At least on Instagram, so they'll be coming to check out that 70s interior. Wow. With wood grain trim. Oh man, that is high end. What else we got floating around in here? Remember when these were big? SSR. 31.5. Number is 717-329-1084. I wonder how many people actually use these as a truck. I think this was to compete with the PT Cruiser and the... What was that Plymouth? Prowler. Plymouth Prowler. Plymouth Prowler. Okay. 63 Corvette. 45K. Also the same phone number as the SSR. Not a bad looking car. I see a little bit of wear at the door fender area. But seems like a reasonable price if you're getting into a C2. They are pretty pricey. That's a little bit more affordable. I think I filmed this one last year, but I'm just going to kind of do a quick skim by. 75K, let you read that. Kind of a chameleon paint job on it. Big back tires. What else we got? Got a LeBaron. Ford. Is that a Crestline? Is that what that was? What does that say? Custom line. Okay. I always apologize on these videos. I don't know my Fords. I grew up a Chevy man. Let's see. Got ourselves a nice looking C10. Looks like it's 29.5. 717-756-9393 is the number on that. It's a 354 barrel. It's a 78 pace car. Got a different pace car here. Is that a 79, I believe? The 78 was the Corvette pace car. I guess 79 was the Trans Am. That's what it says, 1979. It's 44.9. 57044936692 is the number. That Corvette, by the way, was 39.5 and had a lot of paint issues, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time on that. I think that was way overpriced. I just heard a very nice Nova backing in over there. We'll have to go check out. 55 Chevy with a nice stance on that. I want to lower the front of mine. I don't think I want to lower the rear, just the front. It's right out of the 80s and 90s with the tweed interior. It's 53.9. Number is 570-573-4148. Max's Classics. Looks like they got a website, maxisclassics.com. You want to get more info on that? We're going to get over here and take a look at the Roadrunner. I think that may have been here at the Chrysler show and the fall show, which means it must not be selling. 59.5 as a 69 Roadrunner. The number is 717-756-9333. Got packaged brown interior in there. Got some minor issues in that. Got a little ding in the top of the trunk lid. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to. And it looks like kind of driver quality on some of the bezels. I know these cars tend to, any Mopar seems to be a bit on the high side. There we got some touch-ups. Some more touch-ups, wow. Back away from that there so you can get a good look at it. Last one on the roof today. It's a Firebird for $54,500. Look at the number is 845-590-5726. Very nice paint on this. Got some more modern leather looking interior in there. Looks like we are a manual car. Has a nice stance, although I'm not really a fan of those wheels on that. But I'm more of an old school kind of guy. Alright, we're going to take a walk outside. Got a lot more cars here today. Yesterday was the first day, which is really kind of like the dealer setup day, so it tends to be a little bit thinner. But still, this isn't like when I used to come. I've been coming here since 1977, so I was 10 years old when I first started coming here. But anyhow, I remember when these places were literally full. $396. It's at a 69, possibly a 68. Very nice stance. Got a good old 70s look with the Kragers. Take a look at the dash. Yep, that would be a 69. 4-speed on the floor. What, 396 4-speed. Very nice. Very nice. There's my wife's Generation Nova over there. It looks like by the grill, probably at least a 76. I'll get you another look at that one running. Alright, let's take a little closer look at this Nova with the cow induction hood. Looks like some really nice paint. Sign is kind of folded over there. 28K. The 383 stroker in it with a 411 posi. Some very tinted windows. Mrs. Old Car Garage wants me to do that as well, tint the glass in hers. It is a fake Yenko. But it does look nice. It really is. Pretty nice shape. How about a purple Toyota 4x4? Got a little bit of filler in there. Wow. It's an 88 with a 350 Chevy 5-speed in it. 8500, number 717-951-7762. Well, that would be different. That would be different. Alright, I'm just going to kind of scan around a little bit here. Sorry if I went a little fast there. There are some more vendors. I'll probably be doing some more swap meet here soon. But again, I'm going to try and focus a lot on Corral and project cars here today. Project cars tend to be over in the flea market space. This is about 37 Ford. I'm just going to take a guess. 39. Not a Ford. What's wrong with me? 17.9. 413-522-2462. 57 four-door up on the trailer with 2 4s and a 4-speed, 8500. There are some cars that are affordable at Yes, you might have to settle for a four-door, or maybe an orphan make AMC. Sadly, I gotta say Oldsmobile and Pontiac now too. But there are affordable cars that are out there. Not necessarily at a show like this. Things tend to be, in my opinion, a little overpriced, and that's usually because people feel they can charge a premium when you're at a show, as well as there's always room for negotiation. Got another Malibu here. It's a 67 with a 350 400 turbo, 18.5 717 729 2268. It's got some body issues. You can see some cracking down there in the lower fender, bubbling at the back of the lower part of the door. Back window area does seem to be okay. I think that's one of the areas that commonly rot out. A little more in the quarter. Yeah, she's got some issues going on there. Hard to see through that glass, but the interior looks like it's decent in there. Moving along. Having an Olds Cutlass convertible. Always like the Olds Cutlass. (719-641-8276). There is no price on the car. See a couple little scratches, like on the rear quarter. But overall, looks like a pretty nice car. Looks like it's from Virginia. Alright. Yeah, see, I can remember back in the days when the hillside would be covered. And actually used to be Corral area up on top of the hill, which is now vending spaces. So, not as big of a turnout as it used to be. But there's a lot more options for selling cars today than there was, back in the 80s and 90s. Now you got the internet. You got eBay and Marketplace and the like. So, there's a lot more options. Here you wanted to come where people were looking, serious buyers. 68 Le Mans, 717-497-0400, and 15.9 is the asking price. It looks like your typical lightly used car from the day. A little bit of issues going on with the roof and the trunk lid. Man, would they have this in a garage with dogs running across it or something? But still, that's a car you could just kind of just drive and enjoy. A little bit of filler in there. Wow. This one's a little quiet. How about a 340 Duster? It's a 73 Plymouth Duster for $22,500. Numbers 540-336-3357. H code. I don't know what H code means. It's an auto. Real petty blue. Don't drive it in the rain because it's got no wiper blades. Nice 46 Ford convertible. 29.9. This looks like more what you'd see at Hershey. 724-833-0761. Nice red interior there. It's like a nice clean car. I have my clip-on mic, so not sure how good that sounds to you. How about a Riviera? Some big tires on the back of that. Let's see what our signage says. 64 with a 425 nailhead. 717-380-5132. We don't have any prices on there. Looking to trade for Mopars. Got the Riviera emblem on the cap. That's kind of cool. I'm going to try and get down here and let's see how big those tires are. Oh, they're pretty meaty. Got an Oldsmobile. Now, would this be a front-wheel drive car? $15K, 570850, 9427.
No, I didn't. Oh, it's a custom interior.
More 55 Chevys. It looks like the shade of green my father had on the last two-door hardtop he had before the blue one, which I inherited. Cloth and vinyl looks correct. Automatic on the column. No signage, so I don't know price or numbers. We got the aftermarket bow tie taillights. But two-door hardtop. That's my favorite. I wonder why. Oh, probably because I grew up with them. Alright, I'm going to climb the hill. Looks like we got a Ford up here. Let's take a look at that. Torino GT. It was a 69, I think it was, Torino, on Marketplace a while back. That the price seemed pretty reasonable. I seriously considered it, although I'm not allowed to buy any more projects. 28K, numbers 412-616-2719. Got some airbrushing going on this. Pro Street, just in case you didn't know. That 69 I was looking at on Marketplace, I thought it would have been really cool to do as like a retro NASCAR paint job on it. Some big tires. But it lasted for about 2 weeks on Marketplace and then it was gone. Anybody else like that? Any other viewers here that have an addiction to Marketplace where you're on there constantly looking at project cars you know you can't either afford or you don't have room for or the time for, but you check it out anyway and you keep a watch on it to see if they sell. Yeah, that's what I do. Alright, crested the hill of the Corral area. Just take a quick little roundabout. I'll probably revisit this a little later in the day, see if we got a couple other cars in here. Plus there was the other end down on the other side of the pavilion that I did not go to this morning. I was there yesterday, so we'll check that out later in the video. Got a Ranchero GT. Looks like $5,000, 79. 570-550-5787 is the number. Got a title there. I'm going to back away from that so we don't give away that person's info. Got typical 70s rust. Those are hubcaps. Yes, they are. Long front end. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hit some more swap meet here. So as I'm walking down to check out some more spaces, just happened to look over at Corral. I saw this El Camino and Nova. So, pardon me as I come take another look. I like the color combo on that. Is this about an 87? Oh, we got 86, 18.5, 774-204-4818 is the number. Tinted glass. Looks like we got burgundy interior in there. Got those sport mirrors. I got a set of those center caps yesterday for $25 for the set of 4. I could not believe how cheap they were. And they were in nice condition. And later I saw a set not as nice for $125. Sometimes it pays to be here early. Nice car. We'll take a look and see what we're looking at here. It's a 71 with AC. 27.9, 717, 887, 7546 is the number. Boy, those bucket seats look like the ones I put in my brother's note. Not a bad looking car. Alright, let's go over to the vendor area. Let's do some swap meeting. Alright, found a project car here in the vendor spot. 55 4-door with a title. 610-715-5821. Needs a bit of love. Ready for your 2-door conversion. No price on it that I've seen. Needs a little of everything. You know, back in the day, we used to cut these kind of cars up for parts. Now, people are making them into 2-doors. So yesterday, we took a look over the fence, down at the track area to see how it looked. Let's see if it's improved here today. It's a little better. Got a couple more project cars. This little Chevy 2 has been floating around on Marketplace for a while at $47.50. It's now down to $42.50. Number 717-830-3440. It does have a title, and it's claiming it has a full frame. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but hopefully you can see that. I'll try to get under there a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know if you want to call that a full frame. And it's got lots of plastic, lots of damage. It's just rough. Claims it has all new floors in it, which, yeah, there's some stuff that's been welded in there. I think a 3-door wagon would be a cool thing to build, but I'm not sure this is the one. Take a look at the front of that quarter. Was someone trying to make a flare? What is that? I don't think there was an engine with this one. There you go. Right beside it is a 64 Impala. Got some bumper guards on it, a little rusty. We'll try to get a look at the price on that. Oh, check out the trunk lock. Alright. Got our duals right out the side. It's like an automatic on the column. Floor looks a little wet. That's not a good thing. 327, 18 grand, 717-830-3440. It's the same number. There's what you need to turn your 4-door into a 2-door. You can buy that project down on the hill. We'll look at the flea market area from the hillside, and then of course there's more that's on the other side of the grandstand over there. We got a Mustang here. 207-270-1427 is the phone number. I don't see a price. Let me come around the other side, see if there's something on that. Got quite the 70s color going on. There is not, but there is an email address there as well. Looks like nice interior, automatic on the floor. Okay, so I'm back at the car corral again, and I'm joined by a friend of mine I ran into. This is Brandon. he's got more knowledge on a lot of cars that I don't. He used to haul cars cross country, so he's
giving me too much credit.
yeah, well, and don't read his shirt because he's going to probably tick a lot of people off. But that's what it is. So we're going to look at a couple things. One of the things that he found that he wanted to take a look at was this '89 Dodge Tacoma Shelby with $18,500 is the price on it.
Unmolested. See all the cracks in the...
Yeah.
These were cool.
Now, this was all blacked out like that originally from factory.
Yeah, that the wheels aren't factory.
Yeah,
obviously, but all the striping is.
V8
what motor
pound?
came in them? Was it?
It's got a 5.2 318.
It's a 318. Okay,
318.
That's what I thought.
Cool.
A lot of motor for that truck. It's a rare truck. He used to have a Shelby Charger. That's what my car was when I was 16.
You take it out?
So. That's awesome.
Now, which ones were the ones that had a removable top? Was it like convertible or something?
Oh, there was. I saw one out in Idaho, actually. And they're individually numbered. This one's number 714.
That's cool. See, things I wouldn't know.
I think there was 1,500 of these built. Very cool truck.
Well, there you go. Number is 304-488-4959. Okay. So what am I looking at? Grand Prix.
Look at that.
Looks like an auto on the floor with the factory tack down there. I like that steering wheel, how that's like see-through, translucent.
What a rare car.
So like the number is 714-887-9806. Looks like our sign is on the other side. It's like 35.
62, 389, 52,000 miles. God.
8 lug factory wheels.
I hauled one of these from Arkansas to Wisconsin. I fell in love with it. It was like a crystal blue color, and this one's cool too, though. 52K on it.
Yes.
65, I'm sorry.
289 car?
66 would have the little spears.
So that's 34.9 for 65. It's 724-771-5170 is the phone number.
C code, 2-barrel car.
Let me get a little closer here.
Like the red interior?
Yeah. Well, what was year the one that you have? 65?
65.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Wimbledon white red interior.
And that one, you had at Hershey, but you didn't sell it at Hershey.
I didn't sell it, but the guy who ended up buying it did see it at Hershey and then ended up calling me after.
Yeah. You've had a number of cars up at Hershey.
That dude did.
Yeah.
That, the Coronet.
Yeah, the Coronet went to Holland, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, went to the Netherlands.
And the Thunderbirds went to South America or something?
One of them went to South America. The other one was bought by a broker. I'm not sure where that went. And then the 61 Cutlass would have been up there. That went to Ohio. And the 67, I think, went to Massachusetts.
You got a number of them. You got to get back in the flipping car.
I know. I told you what I'm looking for next. 66 swept line.
Is this the shade of green that's supposed to be on...
It's at least very close.
Yeah, I was going to say that's supposed to be on your dad's car.
I love the black wheels with the dogfish hubcaps.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting more and more into that look of the dog dishes. That's what I
I'm really thinking about doing that on the Charger.
360 in this, 71.
There you go. Does it have? I don't know. Wonder what has for it.
Okay, we're getting sucked in by hearing this car running.
Is it? No, is it that? No, it is that.
Yeah, a little closer look. We heard a turbo, and there it is.
Look at that.
That's how you get the attention. Fire them up, rev them up.
Very cool.
69. I didn't see was there a card on there. Any sight? We're hearing something running. That is the Mustang over here. No signage on there in the car? No. Okay.
68 Olds drop top.
Yeah, this is just a Supreme.
Is it even a Cutlass or is it an F85?
68 Cutlass. It's like a 23.7 for it. That is really nice.
Yeah.
203 988 6344.
Got the center console with the rafter shifter, just like the 67 I had. Needs a little attention to the dash pad, but the seats and everything are nice, and the door cards are nice.
Yeah. Well, scraping out. It's
a driver. It needs a little touch up.
You're talking under 25 grand for a nice clean car.
For a drop top.
That's actually pretty good for a lot of what you see. And then that's, other than that scratch down there.
That could be.
Oh, there's a little bit more on the back border.
Could be sprayed and blended.
Yeah. That's still, that's pretty presentable.
It is. Nice looking car.
I'll think about it. Right. The last night I was not lying.
That color top too. You know, that's different to see.
And the best thing, it's a convertible without a black interior.
Yeah.
A lighter colored interior.
What is this? A 07 FJ for 13.8.
A little warm. 142. That ain't bad mileage on it if the frame's good. Yeah, a little.
Take a look at the Plymouth.
Someone stuffed a 360 in it.
I didn't hear the end of the story. I don't know how much money he got. He might have hit this money.
Now you get to see how those headers are routed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tight fitting with headers. But then it must have a wreck opinion on that. I don't see a steering box on there.
He got those. I don't know.
That'd make it a little easier putting headers in.
Yeah, you're right, wouldn't it?
That's what you got to do to your 66 Charger. Put a rack in.
Fuel injected.
1980. 96,000 miles for 14.9.
It's in good shape.
Got a number 814-880-3969.
Here's something you don't see very much anymore.
No, it does look a pretty clean car. Got sunroof in there too.
Hopefully that didn't leak.
Look at the rear quarter right behind the door. That's looking a little funky.
Yeah, a little work in there.
Yeah, a little crack in there, so probably got some plastic in that. But you know what? What imported car?
Yeah, what imported car doesn't, right? The fact that it's still sitting here and looking like this is a feat all in itself.
Just finished my dog. It was really good, Robert. Really good. Sorry you missed it. One of 29 built Q code 428 Cobra Jet with a C6 behind it.
Power steering front space.
89.5.
Wow. I like that color. What would you call that? Butterscotch?
I suppose.
Something like that.
Yeah. Polyglass tires. Keeps that look.
Yeah, they are cool.
I don't see a phone number here. Oh, there's a card over on the other side. I will get a shot of that. Collector Fords out of Harrisburg, 717-558-9000. What is this one? What are we looking at? Cougar convertible.
Look at Cougar convertible, factory 351 4-speed.
Yeah.
what do they say? There's very few built in this motor and tranny configuration.
So,
One of 26 built.
So this is the luxury Mustang?
The luxury Mustang, I like it. I'll tell you what, I like the look of them.
Is that the highway headlights?
Yeah,
Those are,
yeah,
the
see
covers that would
doors?
come
Yep.
down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that would be.
Very cool. Nice
Yeah.
boss sitting next to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we found the Ford section here. What was the price on this? $35,900. It's the same owner as the other Mustang I just showed. So I think all three of these cars are probably the same owner. Not seen any signage on this one. Perhaps it's sold. Looks like a manual car with an 8-track player in it.
There you go.
Yeah. 302.
That was the same year
I was
as...
going to say, that kind of reminds me, because it was kind of that
65?
color too, wasn't it?
Yeah, 65. Yeah,
It was like a small block Chevy in there.
very cool. Yeah, good. How are you?
Big car.
A package deal. Both the same color, too.
I was just thinking, like, all three cars here are like pretty much the same color.
Good old Cummins.
So, what is that sitting in?
It's at an 8,000 for 12,000.
Jeep. Not something you see every day. It's a 90. 15.5.
I don't know my Cummins, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's
still
the most.
pretty
That's the most I could tell by just looking at it and saying, "Well, okay, that's a diesel." I'd like to hear this going down the road. Big car with 2 doors.
That's right. Big block.
I was about to say, probably rides down the road like my Impala. Like
They needed
you drive
every
your
one of
car.
those 383 cubic inches to keep it going, too.
Now, your dad had that 69. Where'd that one go? He sold that up here, didn't he?
Yeah, no, we actually sold that, I think, on Marketplace. Or actually, probably Craigslist at the
Yeah,
time.
probably back then, yeah.
Yeah, green 69, 350, 354 speed T-Tops car.
look underneath that truck.
Yeah, I remember he had it up here. I think it was at the Corvettes at Carlisle then.
Yes.
Yeah, probably coming.
Back out in the swap meet area, finished up with Corral.
68 to 70 Charger. Early riding 66, 67.
Brandon got himself a 66 Charger. What engine's in that now?
A 440 punched out 30 over.
And what was the horsepower that he was getting out of that?
At 510, supposedly.
Just a little bit.
Just enough to be fun.
Yeah. Not in bad shape. A car that I haven't revealed yet. Steering wheel for it. You know what car that is. You're the one that found it for me. My plan is finish painting the Nova, do an engine swap on the Pontiac, and then get the Camaro. Oops, did I say that?
You did.
Get the car up to the shop and start working on it. Which direction you want to go? You want to go down this other way?
It's a special one, too.
Yeah, I think it's.
You know these better than I do.
Yeah, well, I think I'd be 69. I can tell for certain by the tail lights.
It's the right year.
Let's make that 68.
The Carlisle, PA Fairground.
Roy Saltner Chevrolet.
Yeah. It's got a nice patina to it. It's just nice enough that you don't really have to do anything.
Nah, not if you don't want to.
Till I look at the hood and I see that it's eating itself alive.
Leave it the way it is.
It'd be nice if the sun came out, but I'm glad it's not like that one year I was ending up here and it snowed.
Hey, you know what? It could be beating down on us right now. We'd be like sweating and hot. So I'm kind of glad it is the way it is.
Well, that stuff going on there. 58. Fuel injection.
59?
58.
All right.
Just get a seat and drive as is.
Mm-hmm.
With a project car.
And a 4-speed car at that.
4-speed, yeah. 66 Impala. SS. I'm going to assume it's probably, I would assume it'd be a 327, but by looking at the valve covers, it might be 283. Oh, yeah, that's the fender call-outs. Convertible.
Hey, look at that. Got the right shifter there.
Yeah. Black interior.
Not terrible.
A little dent in the door.
That's all right, Dave. You can get a door for that.
Oh, yeah. Just pull the door panel off and reach in there and pop that right back out. Ooh,
got a source a trunk lid from somewhere.
Yeah.
And might need to source 2 doors. Because that one's looking a little...
It's not the original color. There you can see underneath it was a little darker maroon color.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Was sitting somewhere damp at one point.
She's a project.
I just saw the driver door bottom.
Yep.
It's a little rough.
But it is an SS. It is a 4-speed, and the top does go down.
Yep. So the phone number is 203-521-7858. There you go. They have to do some body work. Should I look?
I'd love to see this car after you dip that body in acid.
Yeah. It's not much better underneath.
Is there any trunk left?
The trunk is there. The gas tank is gone. Because doesn't this have it behind the plate? Yeah, that's where it should have been. Yeah, I think it was sitting somewhere damp.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and people are always like, oh, it's a barn find. Yeah, if it's a dirt floor barn, it's not that great.
People just like the... I mean, it's still there, you know.
Need some love and you need a tent in the shop.
I love how much... Yeah. I love how much of the back end sticks out past the end of the trailer.
Oh, yeah. 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 Impalas have a nice ride. You just kind of, you know...
It's a cool car.
Riding a wave down the road.
283. Yeah.
Suburban. Like that. 88, 79, 95. The Great White.
I like the sticker in the back window. Check out.
Yeah, they had the same thing up on the front fender.
Very cool.
Barn doors on it. Little roof damage up there, but
I'll pop out.
Still pretty cool.
Corner needs some love over on the other side, but you're right. Still pretty cool.
I like it.
I drive it.
See if we can get close enough to take a look at this 88. 56. 35K on it. 717-580-3610 is the number.
Little over $1 per mile on the odometer.
That's a good way to look at it. $1 per mile.
Pretty car though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Got the under dash AC on it.
Mm-hmm.
Dual exhaust, tucked up at the bumpers. Got the skirts on it. I like it. There's a different kind of color combination.
I love this dark. I love the darker color. Of the back.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't know what you would call that.
See
like
what's
a
on the back of
mauve
those
or
seats?
something.
That's the hold-on straps.
There it is. Hopefully you hold on when you hit something, you don't go flying out through the windshield.
Yeah, that was before seatbelts. You just hung on for life.
Just death kung fu grip.
All right. Well, I think I'm about finished for myself here. I've been through here all day yesterday, and a little bit more here today. So
That's all right. I'm just gonna take the long way back and circle around, and I'll be done for the day.
all right. Well, Brandon, it was good seeing you again, bud.
Yeah, good seeing you too,
Thanks
Dave.
thanks for contributing here then today.
Thank you. Thanks
And,
for letting me.
You're welcome, man. And if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, drop some comments. Also, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button. There'll be more swap meets coming this year, so you want to make sure you see those. As always, thanks for watching.